that I wonder.
Are you sitting well? Are you comfortable?
Not really, but I'll tough it out.
Hey guys, welcome back to Preacher's Child. Tolu Roli checking in. Today I'm going to do a 14 realities of being a preacher's child. I said 14, maybe not 14, but yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, by the way, I have a special guest. Her.
My name's Desire. I'm her little sister.
Yeah. I heard we look alike. Do y'all?
What do y'all see? I can't see anything.
Well, I have makeup on, so. But yeah, let us know in the comments below. Do we look alike? Anyway, so let's get into it. It may not be 14, but we'll see what happens. First one, you learn the word circular. I keep saying circular because some Nigerian people say circular.
No, it says secular. That's how it sounds a little bit.
That. You learn the word secular and you assume it means not godly. So for me, when I first heard the word, it was when I went to Nigeria. That's when they're like kind of using it a lot when I was in boarding school, that oh, you're acting secular, you're doing that, you're doing this, is not, you just assume, yeah, it's not godly. But when you actually look up the definition, it's like when you look at the definition, it actually means denoting attitudes, activities, or other things that have no religious or spiritual basis. So in other words, anything that is spiritual or religiously neutral. So not godly. You know, some Nigerian African people they overdo sometimes. Anyways, don't tell them nobody that said that. You pick up all the repeated things your father does in service. Yes, I can say, I think. Like me, I know, like if my father's praying, I can almost tell you what he's gonna say next. Like if they're doing like the intercessory prayers, like he'll be like, in the name of Jesus, like if you're praising God, he's the I am that I am, the one that is and will be forevermore, the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jehovah, Jehovah. Like I can tell you, it depends on how he starts though. I can tell you which way he's going. This is the one that is, what is your name? Then he might start speaking in tongues depending on the path he's going. But yeah, and then maybe like if he has done an opening prayer, like you know how the choir does a special number, then they welcome the preacher, and then he like the opening prayer or whatever, he'll be like, give your neighbor a high five or clap if you want to clap, one of those two. But yeah, I pick up all
and
of
also
those.
like when he's about to finish praying, he'll be like, and so Father, we thank you.
Yes. That, you see, that's how you know he's done praying. When it's one long prayer, when you hear, and so Father, we thank you.
It's time to run.
You just know it's over by then, to be honest. Next one, your dad is at home way more often. Yes. You see, our father, he just like went through the stage of the part-time pastor to full-time pastor. So before I never really understood that part. But recently, what are you doing? But recently, I feel it. Like some days I'd wake up and be like, you're still home? What? But you just have to get used to it. But me personally, like sometimes I like having the house to myself. And like in college, you don't have classes every day. So I'd wake up thinking like, okay, no one's home. But you just hear like a sound from the study and I'm just like, I'm not alone. But yeah, he's home quite a lot. You are at every church event, even those not meant for you. Yes, you are a pastor's child, so you're going everywhere with them. They see no reason for you to be left at home. Like, what are you doing that you can't do at church? But yeah, pretty much that's it.
Like the singles stuff. Like, why am I going to the singles like workshop?
Because you're too young to be left at home by yourself, sweetheart.
But I'm also too young to be learning about marriage.
Well, I don't know about that. You begin to feel like an employee of the church yourself. You are. an employee of the church yourself. Let me just tell this statement right here. I'm telling to all you pastors' children and preachers' children and once you just take it into your mind and like, okay, I am, you'll be stress free. Because deceiving yourself that you're not you're only doing yourself. You are an employee of the church. When the assistant teacher for this is not here, you're backing up. When the backup singer for this is not here, you're the one gonna be singing. When the drummer, you better let her do drum because you're gonna be drumming. When the usher for this and this is not here, it's you. Technical department, they're one man short. You about to be that man. When whatever it is, you are. Just accept it and push through. Sundays are the strangest and often hardest days. I would not say strange or hard. I'd say long. Am I right?
Yes.
Because, like for me, our church starts at 10:30 and ends at 12:30. But 1, we're African. 2, I'm a choir member, so I have to get there at 9 o'clock for choir practice. And 3, I'm the pastor's child. So you get there before service starts. I get there before choir practice. Sometimes. Don't get on my head, Songy. Sometimes. And until everybody's gone and all the doors are locked, all the lights are out, you ain't going anywhere, Will. Especially when you don't have a car to go by yourself. Yeah.
Because first there's the extra African hour, and then there's the every meeting after church.
Right, the women's meeting, the men's meeting, the choir meeting, I'm just like,
And to be honest, why can't the meetings be at the same time? Because they have to have one that's
why
that
can't
time.
it be during the week? Like, that should be put into consideration. Why can't it be during the week?
Because I have school the next day.
Are you part of the meeting?
But I still have to wait.
Oh God. You will end up being mentioned in sermons. You see, somebody asked me a few weeks back, what do I enjoy about my father's teaching? Or listening to my father preach. No, he said, how do I feel when my father is preaching? That's what he said. And I'm just like, I mean, it's alright, but besides the fact of listening to benefit and grow spiritually, I'm listening to see what he's gonna use me as an example of. Oh, and my daughter did this, and then he has 2 daughters. So whenever he gives an example, the church members looking around like, which daughter was it? And I'm mostly always in the church, so it's like all eyes on me type situation. I'm just like, it's not me, it's the other one. But then again, some of them always be like, but it's kind of cool, low key.
But like
a low key kind of cool when your name gets mentioned, but
it's not even her name. He just says your daughter.
My daughter, my son, my daughter. But
But
sometimes he specifies. He'll be like, my daughter right there. I'm just like, wow, you couldn't be any more broader. So.
Or he'll be like, my younger daughter or my eldest child. I'm like, you can stop.
Everyone forgets your name, so you're just called Pastor So-and-so's kid. I don't think they forget our name. I think they just do that on purpose.
Honestly.
Like the Africans would be like, I'm a pastor.
Yes.
I'm a this one. I'm a Taiwo. I'm a this one. Pastor. I'm just like, my name's Tola.
Sometimes I'll just act like I
No
can't understand.
disrespect.
Sometimes I'll just act like I can't understand what they're saying. I'll just be like, is someone calling my name?
In majority of situations, you are expected not to act like a child. Now listen. This is to my older audience. Extracting the title, extracting our parents' title, we're still human beings. And that's like the one cry I think all preachers and pastors' kids have. We are still children, we're still teenagers, we're still human beings. So saying, oh, because it's pastors, no. Honestly, there's a way you look at it, it's just a title. And second of all, it's not us. Our parents are the pastors. So we're still children. Most times we're still gonna do what we want to do, whether good or bad. But I mean, that whole looking at them thinking, oh, okay, maybe something happened. They're like, oh yeah, the pastor child, why you behaving like this? Because any other child would behave like that.
I mean,
Oh, like, this one, you should be the bigger person when we're all the same age. We're still human beings, so I mean, I just feel like people should think about that when judging matters and when looking down on people, or not people, pastors' children. Like, we're still human beings. Like, bruh, chill. You are an example, one way or the other, to other church kids. Like the previous one, pretty much. Like, you just unfailingly become the example, the role model to church children in general. Like, when things are happening, I was like, oh, look, pastor, so daughter, and this one. So you don't see Tolu doing this, you don't see this one doing that. And I'm just like, so hey, PKs, you got a lot of eyes looking up on you.
But it's also kind of awkward when like your friend's mom is there talking to your friend like, oh, do you see Fisal doing this?
And then you know deep down in your heart that you do that.
Yes. And then your friend will be looking at you,
wanting to expose, but you're
like trying to expose you, like, actually the other day.
And also being the role model when you're in a group of, when you're in the downside to that for the PKs, when you're in a group of your peers and something happens,
it's your fault.
You take the blame.
I mean, even if it's not at home, whether you did it, whether you did not do it, you're in trouble.
Yeah, pretty much. If something happens and you're there, honey, just know it's on you. So you better run. The other church kids think of you as a goody two shoes. I'm not gonna talk too much on that, so I don't expose myself.
Me too.
But I mean, I just hate when, or when I was a little bit younger, I used to hate when maybe some other church kid wanted to say something. They'd be like, oh, you can't say it because Tolu's here, she's gonna tell her dad. Oh, you can't do this because who's here, or don't do that, Tolu's looking at you, she's gonna tell her dad. Oh, I'm just like, bruh, if it's not a life and death situation,
I don't care. Like, everything.
Be you. Like, I'm of the motto, be yourself. Don't judge me because I'm a pastor's child. Why would I do it to you? They be like, oh, don't do this. Tolu's here. Oh, shoot. Oh, don't say that. Oh, don't do this. I'm like, why are you pretending?
Yeah, but like, it's like in church, like they'll all be in a group talking about something. I'll walk up and like, what are you guys talking about? She's like, oh, everyone, shut up. Fisal's here.
I'm like, that's not necessary. Like, talk. Like, or do you really think I go home and be like, oh, daddy, oh, someone said this, and this. Oh, daddy, I saw this.
Like, everyone thinks you're like a daddy's girl. But,
honey, boo boo. It's the 21st century. As long as it's not a life and death situation, I'm probably gonna forget by the time I get home anyways. Honestly. And last but not least, you're constantly asked if you're gonna follow your father's career path. I wasn't gonna do all that, but I mean, we all know that our life plans is in God's hands, so really can't judge that, miss. But if it was in my hands, I don't see that in the future. But like, I don't see myself as a pastor.
Honestly, I'm just not that.
But I mean, hey, God calls on the unexpected. So we'll see what happens. But love for me, no. I don't think so. It's not gonna happen. Maybe her. Not me. Anyways, that brings us to the end of today's Preacher's Child video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for allowing me to bring her in. Hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Any question? Any questions y'all have, comment them below, and have a great day. Bye.